tell me a little bit about that? Did things get a little bit personal now?
Yeah, a little bit more personal because, I did respect him. I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then
The recent press conference between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez turned chaotic. During the event, tensions flared and a fight even broke out in the crowd. In the middle of it, Canelo Alvarez struck Crawford in action that could lead to fines from boxing officials.
About the shove, that moment that happened on stage.
Oh, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more.
In a statement released after the press conference, Terence Crawford said he planned to save his anger for fight night, but claimed Canelo Alvarez pushed things too far. Crawford warned he will get his revenge in the ring and told fans to watch closely. What started as words quickly escalated into shoving, swearing, and even objects being thrown between the fighters. Few people seemed prepared for the chaos, as officials urged everyone to calm down and show respect. The situation is clearly getting out of control.
Let him down me. You know what I mean? I don't care about him down me.
Yeah. Can I just ask, obviously he pushed you at the last press conference. Do you think at that point you got in his head for that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's in his head. I don't know what he's thinking about, So I don't know.
Things could spiral out of control on fight night if the tension keeps building. There's even a chance one of them could suffer the first knockout loss of their career, and the fight might not unfold as expected. Right before the event, Canelo was angered by harsh words from Terence Crawford's team. Coach Brian McIntyre reportedly said they would dominate Canelo, calling him a wild dog and promising it won't be easy, but Crawford would punish him once they step in the ring. Brian McIntyre doubled down on his comments, saying he stands by every word and reminding people that he had warned them before about Errol Spence Jr., but no one listened. His fighter Terence Crawford echoed that confidence, sounding more certain than ever that he will beat Canelo. Crawford promised victory in their upcoming clash, noting his undefeated record and past success as a former undisputed champion. With training camp locked in, he is preparing to head to Las Vegas, aiming to prove fans who expect Canelo to keep his super middleweight crown on September 13th completely wrong.
You ain't no Bud Crawford. They don't have that mentality. Having that mentality and going up.
Before his fight with Canelo, Terence Crawford told fans back home in Nebraska that all the doubters would end up crying once the fight is over. During the press conference, host Todd Grisham asked both fighters for their thoughts on the matchup. Crawford responded that he doesn't care how the fight ends, even if it goes the distance. He said the only thing that matters is controlling what he can, focusing on his skills and executing in the ring. For him, that is what winning truly means.
Everybody's talking about the size and, me being a smaller fighter. But if you look on the stage, I've been sparring these big dudes my whole career.
Like I've said before, any boxer can be knocked out. Canelo has a strong chin and plenty of skill, and while he's been hurt before, it was never enough to break him down. Still, under the right circumstances, anyone can go down. I've always been the one to step up and take charge when it matters most, and this fight will be no different. Canelo won't take away my moment, it's that simple. I'm tough and he knows it, that's why he's meeting me after moving up in weight.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
When asked about his September 13th fight against the undisputed champion, who has been perfect in 2 weight classes, Canelo Alvarez said size is not a concern. He explained that he has already proven himself in tough fights since his younger days, and this is nothing new. Canelo added that he never worries about the scale of the challenge, because his focus is always on preparing and winning. He said he is grateful for the opportunities, including support from Netflix and Turkey, as well as the fighters who have shared the ring with him. For Canelo, the main goal is to keep making history, and he is thankful to still be in this position.
Day from memory that you first thought this fight was a real possibility, that you started thinking about this fight actually happening?
Well, I started thinking about it, a couple of years ago when they started talking about Spence fighting Canelo. Then just, sizing him up, like, all right, how tall is he? How long his arms and things like that, just sizing him up like that and going to his fights and things like that.
The letters written by both fighters to their fans before the big fight helped set the stage for the showdown. One message said the fans know he is always ready to give his best, and he thanked them for their support. He added that he hopes they will be there to cheer when he wins. As the team traveled from Omaha, Nebraska to Las Vegas, Crawford told his group to show up looking sharp. He also promised his supporters that he would take care of Canelo so they could celebrate another major achievement together.
Canelo's not the same fighter. His punch output's a lot less. What do you think, considering the last 12 months or so? Is he the same fighter he was maybe a few years ago?
I think he is. I just think, he just wasn't up for the Skull fight. And I think, different fighters bring different, energies out of other fighters.
A lot of people are judging you on the Madrimov fight, saying you struggled moving up in weight, you're going further up in weight, and they're saying that's going to go against you based on the Madrimov fight. How do you...
Crawford told his team to suit up because fight night would be a big day for boxing, and he planned on bringing more belts home. He said history is about to be made and that he will soon be remembered as the undefeated three-division king, the first boxer ever to achieve it. Crawford stressed that he has fought his whole life and doesn't plan on running from anyone. He promised Canelo that he would land plenty of shots. Before facing Madrimov, Crawford had already defended his status with 11 straight knockout wins. On the other side, Canelo Alvarez, now 34, said this fight is big enough to be remembered forever. Referring to his past battles, he added that what matters most is they fought hard and won.
I called Canelo out because, like I said, he the last great fighter amongst the era that surpassed us. The Floyd, the Pacquiao, the De La Hoya. We both came up in that era, and he was right there with those fighters, and he got the chance to fight the Miguel Cottos, the Floyd Mayweathers, and the Kovalevs and Triple Gs, and I wasn't able to get those mega.
Ryan Garcia recently shared his thoughts on the highly anticipated fight between Canelo Alvarez and the undefeated Terence Crawford. Garcia, who previously held the WBC interim lightweight title, spoke about the upcoming clash in Las Vegas. He noted that Crawford has only one possible path to victory, but doubted whether the Nebraska star could pull it off. At the same time, Garcia admitted he believes Crawford has what it takes to beat Canelo in this historic title fight. Many fans also wonder if Garcia himself might step back into a major matchup one day, possibly even against former world champion Manny Pacquiao.
Keep it a stack. This is the fight of the century. Everybody's talking.
I know.
How do you see it, man?
Man, I really see. I see that Bud is gonna do good. He's gonna do good, but I don't think he's gonna win. But I do see Bud getting a lot of punches off, being able to tag Canelo.
Ryan Garcia said that in the end, he expects Canelo Alvarez to get what he wants out of the super fight. He predicted that Canelo's early aggression might not work, but he still has the tools to win. Speaking on Cigar Talk, Garcia explained that while he doesn't see Crawford winning, he does believe Crawford will land some good shots, including hooks and combinations. Still, he argued that nothing has really changed. Canelo is simply drawing more media attention, and in his view, the outcome will remain the same with Alvarez coming out on top.
Some good shots, but they have no effect. That's the thing.
He has the best chin that I've ever seen.
And nothing moves his head.
Yeah, I've never. I seen one time Triple G hit him, and he kind of and then he's right back on it.
Bro, that's the thing. I know he's gonna be able to hit Canelo because I've seen Canelo in sparring where he not that he's getting hit, but he is.
Netflix's Andre Ward, who will be covering the Crawford vs. Canelo fight, has already shared his thoughts on how it might end. Ward praised Canelo's presence in the ring, saying one of his biggest strengths is the way he always looks composed and in control. Even when relaxed, he carries himself with confidence, which can intimidate opponents. Ward noted that after seeing Canelo's recent Instagram story, many fans felt his calm focus could unsettle Crawford by creating pressure and wearing him down before the fight even begins.
Because Crawford is a great fighter as well. I think that the size difference could be too much for Crawford. I think that once they start mingling and battling, I think that Canelo might be able to get Crawford. But anything can happen. I mean, Crawford.
At the start, I have to say Crawford is a great fighter, but the size difference could be too much for him. Once the action picks up, I think Canelo might be able to break him down, though anything is possible. Crawford could still land clean shots and change the fight with the right punch.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez are more puncher boxers than boxer punchers. Both have the ability to box, but their main goal is to inflict damage. For many fighters, boxing provides discipline, focus, and preparation for what they truly love. The key is knowing how to use power wisely and waiting for the right moment to strike. While Andre Ward discussed this in his poll, he did not reveal who he believes will win.
Terence Crawford. I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now.
Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford quickly went back on their promise to avoid trash talk as their press conference spiraled into one of the wildest and most chaotic exchanges ever seen at such an event.
True fight. Yeah, true fight, but true fight. True, yeah, of course. No, not YouTuber fighter. Huh? Not YouTuber fighters. Yeah, of course.
They need to talk and talk about the fight because they want to say something. The people know we are great fighters. They want to put a great fight.
Yeah.
We don't need to stop.
I am sure. In the end in the mid of
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you
see.
know it.
We'll see.
We're gonna see.
The matchup is already being called the fight of the century. Canelo Alvarez made it clear he doesn't expect it to be close since Crawford is moving up from light middleweight and he believes that won't help him much. Asked what a loss to a two-time undisputed champion like Crawford would mean for his record, the 33-year-old Mexican star calmly replied, "He's not going to beat me. Don't worry about it. He won't be able to handle me." Canelo added that this fight will surely go down as one of the most historic in boxing.
He knows what he needs to do, but if he prepares for one thing, you come to the ring and do something different, that I know what it was that night. That night, he knew he had to impress, and he knew that, you know, if you know Terence's style, he's trying to line up that straight left, you know, and he got to a point where that became, I gotta have this firework.
He's a great fighter, but not on my level. I have the experience, Canelo Alvarez said at a press conference. He added that people often focus only on his power, but he brings much more to the ring and promised this would be one of the best fights of his career. Now 34, Alvarez began boxing professionally at 15 and has since piled up 67 wins, 27 world titles, and 11 world crowns. Confidently addressing Crawford, he said, "You will not beat me. Don't worry about it." Crawford responded with a smile and a laugh before saying, "These belts are definitely going home with me."
Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
Even after 26 fights, Terence Crawford remains the kind of fighter most boxers can only dream of becoming. Following the path set by Claressa Shields in women's boxing, Crawford, the 19-time world champion and undefeated two-division king, declared he plans to be the first man to capture 3 undisputed titles. "I don't need to talk much, I'll take them on fight night. I promise you. I'm not like everyone else," he said. Canelo, who has competed between 150 and 175 pounds, argued that Crawford doesn't look any different and called himself the true winner. Crawford fired back saying, "You'll see. I'm someone special."
Win. Simple as that. I'm not gonna let somebody else force me or tell me how to fight when I've been fighting my whole life. You know, I won't be running. You know, I could tell you that. But I will be, you know.
Terence Crawford turned pro in 2008 at the age of 20, while Canelo Alvarez had already debuted at just 15. After publicly backing Crawford, Alashik said this is the fight Crawford has always wanted, and now Canelo is ready for it. Canelo is one of the last great fighters from an earlier era who shared the stage with names like Oscar de la Hoya, Manny Pacquiao, and Floyd Mayweather when he had the chance. We both grew up, but I never got those big fights. This is my big fight. It's my time now, Crawford said. In August, Crawford defeated 30-year-old Israel Madrimov to claim the world middleweight title and has not fought since. Meanwhile, Canelo reclaimed his undisputed 168-pound crown in May with victories over John Ryder and 32-year-old William Skull.
That became, I gotta have this firework at the end of the night, and that's what he was stuck on. He won't make that kind of mistake against Canelo Alvarez. And again, you know, coming to the ring, I don't think he expected Madrimov to have this counter-punching style that he came to the ring with, you know.
Excited. I'm very excited, motivated, because this is all about. I want to make history, and I'm very excited for this fight. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing.
Canelo Alvarez is set to face Terence Crawford in the main event on Netflix, with the showdown taking place at the 60,000-seat Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. Crawford made his stance clear, saying, "I can't lose to Canelo. Come on, man, what do you have planned? I don't need to ask anyone else. Everyone is against me, but I'll never admit another man can beat me." That's your answer.
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. It's simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you pushed for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
Canelo responded by saying the focus should stay on the sport of boxing, not street fights. Fans are excited to see two of the greatest fighters of this era face off with no questions asked about their commitment. Both men are prepared to give everything on fight night. The press conferences have already brought plenty of drama and energy. That's it for now. Be sure to follow our YouTube channel where we share the latest boxing news, events, and updates. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our new content.